Your social media feed is lying to you. You know, those things you see on social media, the people you see on social media, these situations, these perfect relationships, this perfect blueprint, this perfect plan. 99% of them are lies, bro. Your feed is lying to you. Your social media feed is not reality. It's not. Like, your feed is slowly changing how you see your life. A lot of times we get on Instagram and we think we're behind because we see other people living this life. We get on TikTok and we see these relationships that are just perfect, and we think our relationship isn't perfect because it's not exactly what we see on social media. Like, a lot of people nowadays have this social media mindset, and it's just crazy. Like, I feel like people don't know how to think for themselves anymore. People don't know how to make themselves happy because they're trying to live up to what people tell them on social media, what people show them on social media. But social media is not real. Like, your feed is lying to you. And if you can't realize that and you don't understand that, it can completely mess with your mindset. It can completely change your mindset. Because like I tell y'all all the time, bro, social media is somebody's highlight reel. A lot of the time it's not reality, bro. It's not. You see all the wins, you see all the success, you see the big things in people's lives, but you don't see the struggles. You don't see what it took to get there. You don't see the grind. You don't see all the times where relationships might go back and forth. They just show you the best parts of it. You don't see all the times where somebody failed a lot and somebody made a lot of mistakes. You just see the success. You don't see the process. So over time, when we're constantly just feeding into these things, we're constantly just consuming this social media, we create comparisons. We cause ourselves to be insecure. We cause ourselves to create these unrealistic expectations, bro. Like, social media causes you to feel like you're behind when in reality you're not. It causes you to compare, it causes you to be insecure because you're seeing this perfect life portrayed on TikTok. You're seeing this perfect life portrayed on Instagram. You're comparing your real life, the life you're actually living, to somebody else's highlight reel, to what somebody else wants you to see. They want you to see the success. They want you to see all this money, all these cars, this fame, whatever. But in reality, they probably not living like that, bro. Like, yeah, there's people that are actually living like that, but there's a lot of people that's not. Like, social media will only show you the best moments. Not the process, not the grind, not the mistakes. They show you the wins. They show you the achievements. They show you these perfect moments where the relationship is going great. Where at the top of the mountain, their life is just going good. But you don't see the struggles. You don't see the times where they doubt themselves. You don't see the failures. Like, you're not seeing their everyday life. You're not. You're seeing what they want you to see. I promise you, nobody's going to post that they made a mistake. Nobody's going to post that they might have had a setback in their life. You're not going to see that. But I want you to know, whoever's watching this video right now, that everybody's human and everybody goes through things. But you're not going to see that on social media. You're going to see the good moments, the best moments. So don't get caught in this place where you're warping your perspective and you're changing your perspective because of what you see on social media. Because when you constantly see the success, you constantly see the money, you constantly see these perfect lifestyles, these perfect relationships, this man is living his best life ever, you're going to start to feel behind. Because you're letting these social media change your perspective. You start to feel like you're not good enough. You start to feel like you're failing, when in reality you're not. Like, where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. Exactly where God plans you to be. So why get on social media and make yourself feel like you're worthless just because somebody's posting only the success in their life? Like, I promise you, that person you watching just went through something. Just had to overcome something. just had a mistake, just had a failure. But you don't see that. So don't let the social media, don't let your feed change your perspective on life. Like, focus on you, bro. Because the more you scroll, the more you just consume all this social media stuff, the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter, whatever it might be, the more unrealistic lives start to feel. The more unrealistic you start to feel about what you're actually doing. Like I tell you all the time, bro, I had to get off Instagram. I've been off Instagram for a year now. It's probably one of the best things I've ever did because I've become more in tune and more focused on myself. Instagram is a place where people just post their highlight reels. They post their life. Why am I so caught up in other people's lives when I could be focusing on my own? I could be spending that time to get better in my own life, to get 1% better, to better myself, to take the next step, to reach another level. Like, there was times and moments where I was just scrolling on Instagram, looking at stories for hours upon hours. And if you do that, that's fine. Like, that's you. But me personally, I would rather spend those couple hours working on me, working on my craft, creating content, getting closer with God. Because this is my life. You get one life, like I tell you all the time. You got to spend it doing what you want to do. You got to focus on you, or else you're going to end up just like everybody else. Like, social media does nothing but feed comparison. That's it. And when you get this comparison, all it's going to do is lead you to be frustrated at yourself. It's going to lead you to feel unfulfilled. You're going to have this lack of contentment. You're going to lose focus on your own path because you're so caught up on what everybody else is doing. You're so caught up looking at, hey, what they doing today? What they got going on today? Did they go to the beach? Did they get that car? Why don't you go to the beach? Why don't you work to go get that car? Why don't you work to go get that apartment that you see somebody else got on Instagram? You got to think about that, bro. Like I told y'all before in this highway analogy, you cannot focus on your lane and you cannot focus on your destination if you're constantly watching everybody else's. If you're constantly focused on that thing that's on the side of the road, you're taking your focus away from your destination. You're taking your focus away from the path and the lane that you were on. Do comparisons. Do somebody's highlight reel. Like, why? Why not focus on where you want to be? Your life, your path, your lane, your destination. Because all you're doing is changing and affecting your identity. Like I said in yesterday's video, everything really comes down to identity. If you're not careful, bro, if you don't realize that this Instagram and this social media life and this TikTok life is not really real, your feed will start shaping what you think success is. It'll start shaping who you think you should be. It'll start shaping what you think you're lacking. And when in reality, you're probably not lacking nothing at all. You're probably on the exact path you're supposed to be on. But you're so caught up in what social media is telling you to do. Social media tells you to act this way or move this way, when that just doesn't work for everybody. And I'm in that space too. I can't even lie and sit here and lie. I'm in that space of self-improvement. I'm in that space of self-development on social media, right? It's the content I post. But I understand that this doesn't work for everybody. Everybody's life is different. There's some people that are going to relate. There's some people that are going to try these things and do these things in their life. And there's some people that's not, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I don't expect everybody to listen to me, because who am I at the end of the day? I don't expect everybody to do the things that I do and listen to the content that I post. And that's fine, because like I said, I don't want anybody to change their identity just because what they see on social media. If you relate to it, if you want to do it, that's fine. Like, that's why I post, to help the people out that I can relate to. And if you can't, that's fine too. But don't let social media affect your identity unless it's something that's helping you get better. Like, your environment shapes your identity. What you feed yourself and what you feed your mind shape your identity. Your environment shapes who you are, and your feed, your social media, is part of your environment. So you can either get on the side of social media where it's helping you, or you can get on the side of social media where it's hurting you. Like, you kind of have control over that. It's called the For You page for a reason on TikTok. What are you feeding your mind? Is it stuff that's helping you get better, or is it what they call it, brain rot? You got to think about that, bro. Like, you got to be intentional with what you consume, because you can take back control over your feed. You can take back control over social media if you be intentional with what you consume, whether it be on TikTok, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be on YouTube, whatever. It's up to you. You can unfollow these negative influences. You can unfollow these people you comparing yourself to. You can unfollow these things and these accounts that aren't not pushing positivity, are not pushing getting better. You can limit the doom scrolling. Like, all these things are up to you. You can focus on your own growth. All those ways are how you take back control over your life and take back control over social media having control over you. Like, it's on you at the end of the day. You don't got to spend hours upon hours scrolling. You can spend that time getting better. You can spend that time focusing on you. You can guard your mind, because what you consume does a lot, bro. It influences you a lot. It does. What you listen to, what you watch, what you hear, what you see on social media, it affects a lot of things in your life. It influences you in a lot of ways, whether you see that or you don't. So if you don't control what you consume, it'll consume you and it will control you. It will. If you don't believe me, go watch The Shade Room for hours upon hours. There's nothing but negativity on there, bro. That's it. And a lot of people live their life so influenced by these things that they think they live in the same life as those people on social media. They think they live in the same life as those people they see on The Shade Room. I'm sure we've all seen these people before. We see people that are so influenced and so consumed by social media that they end up with this social media mindset, that they think everything they see on social media is the way we're supposed to live. We're supposed to be rich by 21. We got to be in a relationship by 23, married by 25. No, everybody's life don't work like that. That's not reality. Social media is not reality. Your feed is not reality. So you shouldn't let it define your life. You shouldn't let it control you. You shouldn't let it consume you. Start creating instead of consuming all the time, whether it be creating content, whether it be creating whatever it is you want to create. Start creating and stop consuming. Stop comparing and start focusing on your life. Focus on your destination, your path, your plan, your lane, not the one next to you. Because your life is happening off the screen. You got to live real life, bro. You can't live life through this phone. You can't live life through TikTok, through YouTube, through Instagram. You got to live a real life at the end of the day. So it's time that we start focusing on that real life and letting the screen do whatever it is you want to do. You can go watch social media later, bro. Social media is always going to be there. I promise you, it's always going to be there. All the time. But this life that you live in not always going to be here, bro. You get one shot. Why spend it dwindling away on social media? Rotting on social media. When you could be building your life and building this life that you want to live. This future version of you that you want to become. This goal you got, this dream you got. You could be chasing that right now. You just got to go do it. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button. Went over to 1K subs. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one.